What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 210 of the Cheesy Controller Podcast. I'm your host, Anton LaPlatte. Joining me, as always, we have the Mecha Stardew Valley, Chris Montalbano.
I'm collecting all the mages.
We got the most generous squid in the sea, Jalen Roberts.
Oh, if you build enough teapots, you can get a new hairstyle.
And we got the Ray Trace Do-Rag, Madrid Devon.
Happy New Year!
We got a jam-packed episode for you guys this week. We're going to be talking about the Steam Deck and Final Fantasy XIV, but a lot of different aspects of those two things, so stay tuned. I was looking, Darren and I the other night were in the PSN party just talking about like special edition PlayStations over the years, and we like had some bangers. We were really talking about like PSPs and Vitas, but then that sent me on the road of looking at like PS3s and PS4s.
PS3 really
special
edition. I have not seen a special edition PS3.
You haven't?
Look up the Final Fantasy XIII one. That is the one right there. Because it was a slim, not like, I don't think the OG.
Oh, it wasn't the Factor.
No, I don't think that one got any hardware like special editions. But then I
have seen this one before.
That is an amazingly beautiful console.
Still, I will say this right now: console design peaked with the clear plastic. Yeah, nope.
Have you seen the Metal Gear? I do like. It's not peak. Like I do like it. It is good. But
no, it did peak. It did.
No, it did. Because the thing about it is, all the best graphics and that kind of designs that you could put on it would go so much harder over the clear plastic.
Look at the Metal Gear Solid 5 PlayStation 4 and tell, like, to me, that is one of the best looking consoles ever made.
Okay.
It's PS4 Pro.
No, it's just a PS4. Like the OG rectangular.
That color clear plastic would have gone harder. Like it's a hard color. It's a hard design.
Hard, man.
Still, it's hard. It is hard, but nah. Clear plastic, can still see the internals in that bitch.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be really cool. At least one side, like take out the shiny part and just make that clear and have the matte be cool. Like just red, that'd be cool.
All right, but the whole thing should be this burgundy color instead of like the bottom black. I don't like that. I don't like that two-tone on this.
I like
also, I did fuck with the Nathan Drake, that blue PS4.
Oh
yeah, that was really cool.
Dog, if I would have waited like another month, I could have got that shit instead of the Modern Warfare 3 or the Black Ops 3. The Black Ops 3 fucking edition. I did get the controller though, because that was out.
Are you talking about? Well, speaking of clear plastic, do you fuck with the original Xbox clear plastic one?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was a solid ass console.
But there were some cooler ones of the original Xbox.
360 kind of missed with the special edition.
No, not when they got to the Super Slim. They had like crazy Super Slims. The 360 Super Slim, they were going off with those.
Forgot about the Super Slim. When they finally put a Wi-Fi adapter in it.
Hey, I will say, the Xbox had some solid special editions, like the R2-D2 color set on the Xbox 360.
Cool.
Yeah, once they got to the Elite, all of a sudden, everything about the 360 got a lot better.
Yeah, I'm waiting on...
The controller's tight.
I'm waiting on PS5s, because even the Xbox got the Halo Special Edition.
Yeah, that Halo Special Edition is
I think at this point, Sony is more inclined to just do special edition controllers.
Hey, with the orange. The orange.
Well, that is the console that I wanted the hardest. The orange N64.
You were stunting if you had that N64.
I didn't have an N64, so I was like, please.
I'll take any N64 I can get at this point.
Nintendo he went hard back then. The Game Boy colors in all different colors, man. N64 had a bunch of different colors. Their cartridges had different colors for each one.
That was
Nintendo
That
went
was
hard.
That was an era right there. You
That
know,
was an
we're,
era.
we're never gonna get that again.
Nah, because there's like, be happy you have it.
Yeah.
Well, I
We're in a
mean,
corporate be happy you have it era.
There's a chip shortage because of corporate greed and exploitation.
you can just buy the shells. That's one of the things.
That's what I'm gonna do with my
also-
PS2. Is
Just-
I'm mod the fuck out of it.
Yeah, just like
So just basically treat everything like a PSP and just mod the mods. Look, fuck it, just mod everything. If you could hold it, mod it.
Yep.
Yep. Speaking of holding things, I got my Steam Deck back working.
Yay!
Yay! So
Well, I was out of the loop. What happened with that?
So it crashed during an update. Like, it was like, you need to update. I'm like, cool. Vampire Survivors is open. I hit exit on that and then went back to look at the update happening. Like, it hadn't even started the update. Like, it was downloading the update to apply it. It's not like I just left the settings menu to close Vampire Survivors to go back to the settings menu, and it loaded for a little while and just crashed. And then when the screen went like dark, and I was like, and it just sat there for a second. So I hit the button and it came up. I don't know if you've ever like rooted an Android.
Yes.
Yeah. Or ever fucked up a build of Linux on something. That's what it looked like.
It's almost like jailbreaking your iPhone back in the day.
Yeah, but like sketchier. Like my Steam Deck was like oriented horizontally, like it was a weird monitor, and I couldn't I had to use the D-pad to navigate it. It was.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah, it was weird.
I wonder if it like bricked the BIOS or something.
Yeah, so apparently my Steam OS got corrupted. So
The whole ass operating system.
yes.
Awesome.
Right. And I couldn't even like get to the desktop. I couldn't do anything on my Steam Deck. Everything would like run a command and it'd be like, you don't have all these files. I'm like, where do I get these files? So I had to get this flash drive. May look like a normal flash
But
It has USB-C. So
ooh.
my options were get an adapter to use my existing like 256 gig flash drive that I use for all my shit. Either get an adapter to get that to work with the Steam Deck, or get this 8 gig fun time special here. And so like I started a support ticket with Steam, and like they were being super helpful. They were like responding and being like, well, try cool. This. They had like a thing where I tried to boot off the battery, like bypassing the battery just in case it was something like that. And so I did some like troubleshooting with them, but they were basically like, yeah, if you download this like BIOS file, put it on a flash drive, connect the flash drive to the Steam Deck, and like essentially go through the BIOS and run it, like you'll be back good. And I was like, I assumed all my shit would have been deleted. I assumed like everything would be weird, but I just booted to the version of Steam OS. Well, it took me to, I think it's just called Proton, the like Linux side.
Yep.
Yeah, so it took me, like, the flash drive got me to Proton, and then Proton had 3 icons on the thing. It's like wipe user data, update, or like restart or something like that. And I did, or it was install SteamOS. So I installed SteamOS. It booted up. All my shit was there. I was like, cool. Then ran the update. I was like super worried because I was back at the screen where last time I was at this screen, my Steam Deck died for a couple weeks. So got there, got it updated, deleted some things, downloaded some things. So I actually got some Steam games.
Nice.
So I got. First thing I did when I got my Steam Deck back up is I tried to run 14. 14 still kind of weird, and because of having to redo all this stuff, I'm pretty sure that you have to like set some browser settings in like your Steam thing to like get 14 working, but that's just a matter of I've been thinking about getting a dock so I can use a mouse and keyboard and just do all this way easier instead of using an on-screen keyboard. But
oh yeah, that sounds like the move.
Yeah, but the thing
Just
is,
hella more convenient.
Yeah, it is way more convenient for doing stuff like that, but like I prefer like I'm not going to be playing mouse and keyboard games on it. I'm going to do things with controller support or touchscreen support.
And I feel like that's just the best, in my opinion. Like,
Yeah.
And also it also convinces me and reminds me of like the type of games I would play on my handhelds when I was a kid, which were RPGs and arcade games.
Yeah.
So the second thing I did when I got my Steam Deck back up and running, I got Bleach Brave Souls working because I moved it from my internal storage to my SD card, and it logged me out of my KLab account, and I was like, crap. It was a pain to set that up the first time, but I was like, shit, I done already used Proton to restore SteamOS. I'm in this shit. So I got my KLab account resynced with my Brave Souls on my Steam Deck. Even though the Steam Deck's still like, this is unsupported, I'm like, run it. And
but that's also the like unsupported on Steam Deck. There's unsupported and unplayable.
this says this has the worst icon.
It has the white one with the
Just
the no symbol. Just the no symbol.
Right.
That's funny.
And some games.
Is that a Coca-Cola tall boy?
Yeah.
I had to take a moment to process that.
Breakfast of Champions.
Be out here with a Coca-Cola 40.
God, I wish.
Dude,
wish.
That shit would be sick. I could not.
Isn't
do
that just a
those
2
often.
liter?
No, 40s are a little smaller than 2 liters, right? They're like 1.5 liters.
You can hold them in your hand.
Right. I mean,
You can hold a 2 liter in your hand.
Holding a
If you hold the 40,
The thing about it is, it's easy. The 40 has a better holding experience than holding the 2 liter. That's the thing about it.
A 2
It's like
liter
holding
is
the
meant
2
for
liter in your hand sucks.
dispensing. Holding a 40, like a Coca-Cola in a glass bottle that big.
That's true.
so you're not playing Edward 2 liter hands?
I was literally about to make that joke. Oof.
That'd be so, man.
I feel so terrible after that.
Oh,
Your
yeah.
kidneys,
Yeah, right.
4 liters of Coke.
Yeah.
Ugh.
God. The
That's a
amount
Pusha
of-
T
the
lyric.
amount of piss, the amount of piss breaks you would need just to process all that.
Instant.
I do a
diabetes.
40 and I drink water before and after, probably during as well, but I'm not doing I'm not doing 4 liters like
My brain rejected that.
All right, so then Butterfly, the dev from Savannah that Madrid told me about that was putting out like 3DS games. Like they seem to put out games around Christmas.
That's fun.
And so, well, I don't know if this game is fun. It like opens with like a fuck you, I quit, I'm tired of dealing with your shit and like have a nice life. Like I don't know if this is like in-game story or IRL lore, but
Both?
Both?
No.
so yeah, but I got their game. It's $1 on Steam. Steam Deck says it doesn't know about this one, but it works. It has the little gray question mark. It's like, maybe.
Shit, you tell us.
Right. It's like, report your experience. Maybe we could do the verification for
They
us.
only give me the report my experience with verified games. That's the only time they've ever hit me with that after I stopped playing something. It's like, oh, this is verified. Did it work right? I'm like, yeah, I would hope.
Yeah, you.
It's like
Right.
having extra. It's like having the Twitch, the Twitter blue check, extra rights. You know.
Mm-hmm. That doesn't make sense. Like, if it's they're not sure if it's supported. They could literally get the people who are using their hardware to verify for them. We're doing the work for you by playing the game that you don't know if it's supported yet.
Yeah, and I mean, this is because it's a small, like, indie dev, small game. Like, this isn't, like, a AAA. This isn't Call of Duty coming out and people being like, I don't know. This isn't a game anybody got review copies of, you know?
Fair enough.
So, 14 says it's playable, but every time I open 14, it just gets caught in this loop, and
Games with in-game launchers
yeah.
tend to struggle on Steam Deck.
Yeah. So I have gotten the launcher working before, but like the work that I'd have to do to get the launcher working again, like I'd probably just want to like either next time we go to Radix or something, just do that with mouse and keyboard. Or if Jalen's trying to come over, we could do that.
Oh, you're still trying to get me to set up that PlayStation shit.
Hell
I
yeah,
forgot
I'm
about
still
that.
trying to get you to set up that PlayStation shit.
I did it once.
PlayStation shit?
I did it last time we recorded at the studio. I basically set up the entire thing to do it, but since we weren't on his home network, it didn't go through.
Right. We were 99% there, and it was like, are you at Anton's house? It's like, we're at Anton's house.
So wait, is it like screen, like you can just play your PlayStation on the Steam Deck? What is this PlayStation thing? That's what I was asking.
Oh,
Remote play.
Yeah, it's just like, there's this app
remote
called
play. Okay,
Shiaki that like just is like uses the remote play API and makes it work on Linux. So it's
that's cool.
Yeah. I'm like,
How is the Steam Deck emulation circle going?
I mean,
right now they got GameCube. I think they got GameCube emulation on that bitch now.
no, they've had, you can emulate anything. Like,
Anything?
EmuDeck is so super straightforward. It's just a matter of getting ROMs and BIOS
all
and
that, yeah.
stuff. But as far as the emulators themselves, yeah, you PSP, PS3, PS2, PS1, like every Nintendo, including the Switch, like.
Because I got I got the like a USB CD drive for my PC that I can burn the images off of my PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 games to make ROMs.
Okay.
So I was like,
yeah.
I already got them on my PC.
Oh, we got a project to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, just emudeck.com. It's like, hit this button, and then it's like, it'll do a bunch of shit, and then it'll be like, okay, which systems do you want?
All of them?
No, you probably don't want all of them.
Most of them?
All of them.
I want them
Like-
all.
I want the greatest hits.
Yeah, like I would pick,
I want the not so great hits too.
I would pick one that I know that I can get the older stuff on a library, like a good convergence points in the console's life cycle. Basically,
Yeah.
right before backwards compatibility ended for it.
Well,
So for
Yeah.
like Nintendo would be around the Wii era when it comes to like
well, the Wii U can emulate. I think you'd have to do GameCube and like Wii U.
basically, yeah.
But I think Dolphin does GameCube and Wii, so. But yeah, so just like use the ones you know about, Visual Boy, like RPCS3, PPSS, PP, like.
There's a lot of P's in that.
Yeah. But it's a
Efficient
PSP
Just stand for
emulator.
program.
Right. So, yeah, you have a lot of options, and if you got ROMs and stuff, like, just put them in like a Dropbox or something, and bring that up on the browser on there, and download. Like, it sets up file paths and everything for you of like, put your Game Boys here, put your GameCubes here, like, and just put that stuff, and it'll go. And you can like add them as non-Steam like things, applications, and so they'll just show up in your Steam OS overlay with whatever box art from whatever system.
That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's
I mean, I
good.
know once I get this thing and like figure it out, I'm going to be on YouTube figuring, like, watching tutorials on like what I can do.
Well, MUDEC's website has like a, hey, here's like MUDEC.com is just it.
Heard.
So
MU, check it out.
Trombone Champ. Got Trombone Champ on.
Oceanomics. Really good. Like, basically, in my opinion, the best games that you can get for the Steam Deck are arcadey stuff. As long as it's arcadey, you got a good pick.
I like third-person character action games on the Switch. That's not the Switch, the Steam Deck. That's what I've realized. Like, I want to play my Nier Automata, Final Fantasy VII remakes, Vampire Survivors to a lesser extent. I mean, even Bleach Brave Souls is like a third-person character action. Less so than Nier or Final Fantasy, but...
How do mods work on this? Or do they?
You have access to the mod support.
Yeah,
Okay.
Steam Workshop mods, like, you can do that stuff. I haven't messed with any mods, so... Because I know 7 Remake, there are mods where you can, like, play as Zack and stuff, so...
I just know that I'm going to put Stardew on this thing, and
yeah,
I have mods on the PC for Stardew that I was like, if I can get... Stardew on handheld is top tier Stardew, so...
What else would be fun? Terraria. That would be fun on handheld. I gotta put that on my Steam Deck.
That. That would be fun.
Terraria.
Hey, you want to do a boss rush in Terraria?
Fucking
Just
let's
do the
go.
bosses.
See, what I need to do is Minecraft on Steam.
Minecraft would be fun too.
Oh no, just Legends and Dungeons, not like base Minecraft.
Oh.
That'd be sick though.
Who owns Minecraft?
Huh?
I said, remember, who owns Minecraft?
Who also owns Gears, Halo, Fallout?
Just saying, there's a reason for it.
Skyrim. You know who owns Skyrim. Same people that own Minecraft. So, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
All these other Microsoft
These not
games.
play? Do like Microsoft games not play well on the Steam Deck?
No, they play fine. They're just big.
Oh.
That's like, that's how I was talking about doing getting one of those NVMEs for the Steam Deck and hooking it up because to give Tifa whatever outfit I want. I haven't even gotten to Tifa in the game. Like, I haven't even thought of that. It's just been Cloud and Barrett, and I'm just thinking about making Cloud Zack. But yeah.
Just remember, any man could be baby girl, but it takes a real man to be a single mom.
It'd be cool if Darren actually gets...
Does Uncle John to say that? Yo. Peak.
I'm telling him, like, do a cameo. Make that happen. But, so Wario64 tweeted out a couple days ago that Crayola Scoot, which is a scooter game from Crayola, the crayon company, was about to get delisted from Steam and its deck verified, so I got that. Then I got Trombone Champ. I don't like how it plays. It is frustrating and unwieldy because it tries to use motion controls that are inverted. So,
Ooh.
yeah, was not having a good time with that. Then I got Hades and 7 Remake because I was torn between 7 Remake or Crisis Core Reunion. Because Crisis Core Reunion would be awesome on here. But 7 Remake was cheaper, so it's like I'll go with that one.
How does Elden Ring play on?
I don't have Elden Ring on Steam.
No idea.
Right.
Damn.
Apparently,
I would
it's
not want
really
to play
good.
that on Steam Deck.
It's a lot of lists that it falls on that are like best games for Steam Deck. Elden Ring had a lot of issues when it first started rolling out, but it was such a big game and was selling so much, like it
That
became
they
like
actually got it fixed.
yeah, like really fast. They put a lot of resources into like SteamOS and Proton of like make this game run really well. And considering like it's verified and 7 Remakes verified, 7 Remakes the first AAA game that I'm playing that is like everything else has been like I guess Nier Automata's AAA, but it's more of an A game. Vampire Survivors, stuff like that. Playing that, it's like, okay, cool, yeah, but seeing it actually run 7 Remake at 60 frames per second, the image quality is not the best, but I mean, it's that game, which is a good game, so. And I mean, I'm running it at 720p because it's a 720p screen.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, I could totally see this running in 4K looking really good.
Okay. I got a lot of games I'm about to put on this.
You're going to fill up your storage immediately and then have to
make sacrifices.
Yeah. But there's a tab, like when you go to your library on the Steam Deck, that it's like great on deck. And it just has a list of all your games that are like verified. And so you could go through that, and then there'll be the things that you're like, oh yeah, I 100% want to play this in another way, but yeah. Just looking at my verified list is like, it's a decent amount of games in here.
Type.
And then, like most other things, like the only things that you shouldn't try and get around are anti-cheat. So, like Gundam Evolution doesn't play on it, but that's because of anti-cheat. And do not even attempt to play Destiny on it because they will ban you for even trying.
Really?
Yeah, because they already have a lot of problems with cheaters, and opening it up so like it can run on Linux is just like a super vector for cheating to them apparently. And so that was one of the things, like people were like, oh yeah, Destiny would be a great game to play handheld, because Destiny is a pretty good game to play handheld, can confirm. If somebody,
anything that plays decent on a controller is going to be good handheld. Like
yeah, so but yeah, Bungie, around the time the Steam Deck came out, they're like, please don't, like, even if you go and install Windows and whatever, don't do it. So.
Heard.
Right. I'm not going to be the one to test. So. And I think it says unsupported when you try and even do it, so. But Rocket League works, so.
Hey.
Stardew's verified, Rocket League's verified. But yeah, so 14. The patch comes out January 10th, 6.3, I think.
Let's
Get
fucking go.
the second part of the Alliance raid, more story. Yeah, I'm super stoked for it. I got all of the raid gear from the Abyssos raid, except for the gloves and the accessories. So I have the helmet, the chest, the legs, and the feet. And then I got 620 gloves because all the Abysso stuff is 610. So I got 620 gloves, and all 4 of my tanks are at 90 now. So
Yeah.
I'm waiting on that Paladin rework, but
Nice. How do you rank the tanks, in your opinion?
it depends on, like, I'm pretty sure Warrior is top tier. Like, I feel like if you're on keyboard, it'd be like Warrior, Paladin, Gunbreaker, Dark Knight. But I mean, they're all really close because a lot of what you're doing is similar, and it's just a matter of Paladins have way too
I
many
heard it was the
buttons.
other way around.
What? Dark Knight,
Like Dark Knight,
Gunbreaker.
Gunbreaker, then like Warrior, and then Paladin at the bottom. Then like maybe like depending on the content, like maybe Warrior because of just like it's just carry potential and it's healing.
Yeah, Warrior. That's the thing. I want to, because when I played Warrior, I was more like, yeah, angry Fellcleave noises was my playstyle of Warrior. But now that the 90 stuff, like I got my Warrior to 90, but I didn't really do any of that stuff. I was still just doing angry Fellcleave noises, and getting it from 80 to 90 didn't take long at all. So next is Samurai, but yeah, I might do Warrior. I've been doing Gunbreaker for the end game stuff because my Gunbreaker item level is 608, and the rest of my tanks are 607 because I don't have the relics for any of them, and I haven't gotten any of like the raid weapons or anything like that yet. So, and even with that, I think I'm not gonna do that on my Gunbreaker, and I might just start grinding up my tomes to get another relic. For whoever else I decide to play. Like, I'm really thinking when they do this Paladin rework, because Paladin is the only class that I play that I have to use 3 sets of hotbars to play it effectively. And so...
Wait, you're only using 3 hotbars?
During active combat, I'm using 2.
Yeah, like
The
having
one
3
and
is like Samurai, Scholar. This is the only one
I'm
with
like, I'm
3.
thinking of Scholar, and I'm like, I need like all 4. What are you talking about?
4.
Scholars still like that? I thought they reworked it to where it's not so.
No, that's Summoner. Summoner, you just need like half a hotbar.
Nah, the thing with Scholar is just like, I need to have my stuff like spaced out just so I can see my cooldowns properly, and I have it organized because I don't really only use like half of the hotbar.
There's that, and there's the fact that like whenever I level a class, I just don't mess with the hotbar until I find the need to move something. Like whatever, however it
So you
defaults.
use the base hotbar, like the base setup with like fucking teleport and return.
Oh no!
right
So
there?
like,
Oh, get
You
rid
gotta
of
keep
those.
a sidebar.
Yeah.
That you gotta keep that.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
No.
Oh well, I have
Yeah.
it.
I
keep
don't have a sidebar.
Yeah, it's easy.
No, you need to have teleport and return with your mount skill on something.
And
I
if
mean,
you
that's
really-
somewhere. It's just not on the like my attack hotbars.
Right.
Like
No.
I got,
I'm talking about.
I got like 8
I'm
of
talking about
There's
side
a bar on the side.
Like
Yeah.
I literally have a bar
That
on the
they
side of
can
my
click
screen where I
on.
keep my.
Yeah, and I can like click
But
on the different gear
we
sets
play
like for different
control.
classes to
Yeah, that's some
switch.
PC shit.
It's beautiful.
It's real
honestly.
nice. Got a nice place for all my emotes, so I can just
Yep.
randomly lean or eat apples.
If I want to be a red mage, I just click on red mage. If I want to be a black mage, I just click on black mage. It's
I
so
mean, I
convenient.
have all those things, and I know what those buttons just being on the screen at all times would afford me. But at no point have I been like, I'll stop playing on controller and go play on mouse and keyboard for any of that.
Each their own.
I need less buttons and icons on my screen. And now, like doing level 90 content and like having to keep up with fucking everything.
Yeah.
That shit is tough. Like, oh my god.
Yeah,
I was just dying like finishing up Abyssos last night. I was just dying to literally everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Abyssos, you were like under geared a little bit. Like you were barely over the threshold where like me and Juwan are like probably
I was
over
five.
the threshold.
I was like 590 for like 585 content.
Yeah, you got to get out of that 580 gear.
I mean, we were working on it. We were like, all right, we're gonna run you through this.
I had to do a lot to hit 590. I was at 584.
Honestly, if you're not gonna get the relic, you can use your
Yep,
which one is it? There's a
I bought a market board with
the green ones. The green ones are like 620. That's like going to get you there. The causality ones.
Yeah, that's
they're
what
premium.
I did.
That's what I did for. I got.
I didn't have enough tomestones of causality.
Mm-hmm.
Hence why we were doing this content.
Yeah. I mean, that is like you just do your dailies and.
Well, that stuff, the raid stuff is 610. The causality stuff is 620.
Yeah, that's why I got, because I didn't have boots for the Abyssos armor, and I was like, I got enough to get boots.
Yep, I was like, I got enough to get gloves, so that's why I have those gloves.
Yeah, I think the next thing I'm just gonna like get the full, probably the Abyssos gear for my Reaper, since I'm a Reaper main now.
Fucking cool. That's the one with the purple ring of fire behind you, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I got
so cool.
I got the helmet, and exciting news for bunny people everywhere. Apparently, if a helmet is cool enough, they will let you put it over your head. Because Vera's like could only really use like tiaras and like stuff like that didn't cover their head. Mm-hmm. But the Abyssos helmet, definitely. My ears are not clipping, nothing. They're just not there, and I have on the cool ass helmet.
They just need to act like your ears don't exist.
Yeah.
That's what they did with the cat people. I forgot the
Makote.
Makote. There we go. I was like, it starts with an M. It starts with a M.
But yeah, so bunny people everywhere, get hype. They're gonna
rejoice.
They're gonna start letting us wear helmets because I stopped being able to wear helmets and would prioritize gear sets with either like weird face cage design bullshits or like tiaras or whatever for my character. But now I can rock cool ass.
What happened when you try to put on a helmet?
It just
would it just display. You would just be like,
it would just be my head,
no helm.
Yeah.
That's
really
fine.
Yeah.
There's a lot of headgear that just doesn't work. Same thing with the Lions. Like they really just basically if you came out during Shadowbringers, you can't wear helmets. That's basically what it is.
Wow.
So yeah, there's that. But now I got a cool helmet. This is like the first time that a gear set I'm using actually has a helmet, because I'd use like the 2B visor. I do stuff like that because stuff like that would work. Sunglasses. But now I have an actual helmet. But yeah. Go ahead, Chris.
I started leveling Conjurer. I'm not a white mage yet, but I'll get that stone soon. I'm level 30.
You're Stola back in a realm reborn. Okay.
I really just want every job that Stola's been in.
You're gonna be.
I got black mage up.
Your acorn ones.
Mm-hmm.
With your stick. It's not even a staff or a wand or anything at that point. It's just a straight up stick.
It's fucking stick. I was like, what the?
Well, actually, it's a twig. It's not even a stick. It's a twig.
Yeah. It's real sad. I finally got my first staff, though. That was cool. I was like, it looks a little bit better while I'm healing people.
Look, what you really need to do is get yourself to 60 and get the Leviathan staff. That one is fucking sick.
That's dope.
Yeah, the primals, like, that is something. Trial gear is pretty cool. Like, when you're leveling from, like, super low levels up through stuff. Trial
Yeah.
gear is because Dark Knight I used a shit ton of trial great swords. Paladin I had a bunch of weapons from. So
Yeah, I'm gonna glamour some stuff, but I'm at such a low level, and my job quests are actually just giving me gear every other
yeah,
level that I'm like, there's no point in glamoring. I'm just gonna waste the prisms.
yeah,
No. Basically, well, if you're able to set up a glamour you want, set it up, put it on, and just look cool.
I just use a
Yeah.
glamour plate.
Right.
yeah.
That's the whole
You
point of
can
glamour
you can
plate.
just use a general glamour plate for like healers.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, shit,
Basically, as long as
you've
you don't
never
put a
played
weapon-
healer,
as
so
long as you don't put
No.
a weapon in the slot, you could use it with any glamour that you could wear the armor
Yeah.
with.
And even if
Just
you
use
put a
the
weapon
2B
in
glamour.
the slot,
There you go.
that's what I do for shit that's not leveled. I'm like, all right, I'll just be
yeah.
2B.
I have 2B. I have the Vera, like the one from Final Fantasy XII. I have that. I have there's
got
like this
Leon.
leather jacket,
Oh yeah, I got that.
and then I have the graduation jacket for Shadowbringers.
Nice.
That
Yeah.
event, that Ifrit like varsity jacket, and I got jeans with it.
Yep, that's what my
That's
monk is
cool.
wearing.
Then I got a couple different Limsa girls out glamour plates.
A couple of your whole outfits.
When you're at Limsa, hit the
When
clue.
you in Limsa popping coochie and sweeping. I know what goes down in Limsa. I've been there.
And
It's the
sweeping.
bee's knees.
Why do you think I have a glamour that's one of those giant wool puppy jacket that I got? I want to say from Gold Saucer on my bard, just so I could stand in Limsa playing music.
I think I got the guitar. I think I did what I needed to do as far as like gold saucer stuff to get the guitar. And my bard, I level skipped to 70, 80. So I'm going to have to figure out how to do that in the near future.
It's easy. It's mostly just procs and not fucking up your songs.
Yeah.
There
I
you
mean, I play Dancer, so it can't be
Dancer.
that different.
Look at you.
Oh, it is. It is. Just straight up.
Bam.
No, yeah, I'm trying to figure out what class I'm gonna level next. I'm leaning toward. I started Sage. Like like my second Sage match, we got put in like Omega.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
That shit was so difficult, and all our DPS were ranged, so they were struggling.
Right.
Oh, it was a mess. But at the end of it, I learned a whole lot about Sage.
Right. How many wipes is that on Omega? That was like...
Oh fuck, like 6.
It was bad, like
It
all
was
around.
bad. I'm surprised nobody left.
Oh man, no, the fucking World of Darkness where Alliance B couldn't keep a fucking tank.
Damn.
Multiple tanks left on Alliance B.
That's the third one?
Yeah, of the Crystal
Yeah.
Tower, it was the third one. But
Yeah,
the
that first boss. That first fight always kills tanks. They will leave if they're just not good enough to tank through that first fight for some reason.
I don't know why, like, because I'd provoke and
scared.
then other people would provoke for me. I'm like, but y'all are being bad tanks. Like, I'm like, I
stop.
didn't come in here like,
Bunch of sprouts.
right.
Right.
It was a
Humble yourself and you're not good.
bunch of sprouts.
And one dude was just being a dickhead in chat. It was like,
Oh,
y'all
yeah.
are talking too much and not playing. It's like, nigga,
We're in between
go back
encounters.
to WoW.
Right.
I did let the tank die once.
I
was
was down a
DPSing.
lot.
No, that builds character.
I
That
didn't
teaches them to use their cooldowns, Chris.
Right.
Let a tank die every so
Okay,
often.
to be fair, I'm like, it was like Hatala. It was the fucking 16 level tank. I wasn't doing anything but cure 1 because that's all I got and stuff.
Yeah, I was about to say you probably
So
have
I
one.
like-
You have one heal. There's nothing you can do.
So when I'm doing low level dungeons like that on Black Mage, I'm like shooting out fire and then like re-upping with Blizzard and then continuously. So I can daze out and just until enemies are gone. And that's what I did with Stone. I was like, no one's dying. I'm just going to stone everything to death. And then I saw the tank die.
Baby.
Saw the tank die, and I was like, damn, that healer really oh, that's me.
That's what makes that funny.
I was like, oops, I literally typed, sorry, y'all, I'm used to playing DPS. And then res the guy. Never happened again. Like, oh, fuck. I forgot I gotta pay attention to things when I'm fighting.
Oops, I thought I was on Black Mage. See, healing at lower levels is way harder.
You ain't got shit.
You ain't got shit.
Right. Tanking
I have one move.
at low levels. It's not harder. It's just you're less useful.
Yeah.
You got like just everybody just has way less tools, and it's like
I got one spell. I don't even know what it's called because I can never use it. But it's like supposed to take off one like anemone, something bad, a bad like
It's basically that is the tank fucked up and died. Let me make sure the DPS gets sniped out first. That's what that button's for.
Oh, I was trying to take off like a bad stat off the tank, and it was like, yeah, that doesn't work. And I was like, oh, well, okay.
No, that would be your Insuna, but that's only for poison paralysis.
That's the actual
yeah.
cleanse.
Heard.
Fucking Omega and paralysis, nigga. Nigga.
We were just really going through it last night.
The sixth circle of Abysso.
You said, oh man.
Ooh,
Don't get hit by that green shit.
With the snake. Oh my god.
I gotta get that again. I gotta do my armor so I can get my pants.
The pantaloons.
The pantaloons. So I'm gonna run some tonight. Get this fake samurai gear.
Yeah, I'm feeling it.
Mm-hmm.
Should make that fake samurai glamour plate. Use it for everything.
Mm-hmm. That'll be one of my.
It looks cool
because I have like a winter poncho thing.
You can use that for your white mage.
There you go. You're right.
Or your conjurer.
I'm gonna use it for my lancer.
Your lancer.
It's been so long since I haven't had like a stone, and I wasn't considered something so weak. I was like,
I'm still really confused as how you only have 2 characters at 90.
Yeah, that's wild.
Madrid and I both have 4.
Red Mage starts at 50, and then
one was a twofer.
The other one started at 1, so I picked my third class. Also started at 1.
Gunbreaker started at 50, right?
I think so. Yeah.
60.
60.
60.
Yeah.
Because my Gunbreaker is at 67.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just didn't. I just haven't wanted to, and now I do want to.
Yeah.
I've now reached the level of wanting to level up other characters.
Yep. Samurai is my next. Is going to be my 5th at 90.
I might try to. I mean, once content is technically dead, I might try the Way of the Land and get me a little material class.
You should just cook.
Be a miner. Oh yeah, be a cook.
I will say the gathering classes. I would say this is what I would always suggest. Pick up herbalism and mining.
Okay.
Yeah, mining seems cool.
Pick up those 2 gathering. Mm-hmm. Go to Porthos, Ishgard. Go to Ishgard. Go into the broom from there. Turn on a podcast. Go around just mining and gathering, mining and gathering, mining and gathering. And then get yourself some get yourself your crafting macros for whatever crafting class you pick. I would say do armorer because you can make chocobo armor with that one.
That's cool.
And then you do those for tickets because with those tickets you can get new hairstyles and some new emotes.
Ooh.
That's actually where my character's current hairstyle comes from.
Oh, so it's like
yeah,
the hairstyle's not in the character creator.
Yep.
Wait, you can teach Can you give me those? Okay, I need.
Yeah, you could definitely get new hairstyles. That's
once
again, my character's hairstyle is from that.
I've been playing this game 4 years now. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Not
Do you
a
at
clue.
least have your barber that can come to your in room?
It's the same guy. That's the same guy. You literally you get a magazine panel. It's literally you get a page out of a magazine with a hairstyle.
He's like, yeah, I want this one. He's like, oh
Exactly.
shit, I got you.
That's amazing.
I need a number 7.
Right. So it's like that's why I recommend leveling up your gathering, because there's always that's where you get some really cool side stuff.
And honestly, it works best when you do them in tandem, like the gathering and the crafting.
Yeah.
Because I tried doing culinarian, but they'd be like, all right, yeah, we need you to cook this fish. And I'm like, I don't have this fish. I have to go on the market board to buy this fish.
Dope.
I will say, and that's
Might as
also
well
why I
gather
said
that
do
fish.
armorer and carpentry. Do armorer, alchemy, and carpentry, because those get items. Basically, the items you'll need for that is mostly you'll get from the broom itself. So you can immediately come back, do the thing, press your macro, create. It's real great. That's why I spent that's why my gatherer and armor. My armor is about 60, I want to say, because I needed to hit 50 to make the Leviathan set for my chocobo.
Oh, that's cool.
Anton, your chocobo should have that too.
Yeah, but I use the Warrior of Light one because to see the sacrifice.
Yeah, I want
for
that
whatever,
one. I want that one
because
I
they
gotta
don't
get my
have
armor up.
stats, right?
No, it's all cosmetic.
Yeah, so even when I'm doing fates that have a shit ton of people, or when we were doing fates and we pulled up on a hunt train, I don't see that many chocobos using the barding that I use. So
I just got the Gilgamesh one from
that
doing the Hildebrand quests. Yeah.
is that something you just get, or do you have to go out of your way? Because I skipped a bunch of shit in Hildebrand.
I got it from we beat Gilgamesh the second time. This was Stormblood content, the Stormblood trial, and it just popped as a reward.
Cool.
That was cool.
You know what? I need to work on the gold saucer, because that's where you get the afro from.
Yeah, you get a bunch of hairstyles from there. So.
Yep, I've mostly just done the crafting ones.
I've been sleeping on the gold saucer.
I feel like Juwan is just super lucky and diligent with the gold saucer, but I go there sporadically, but I go there the most out of people who aren't going there consistently.
I've been there 3 times.
Yeah.
In life.
In life.
Yeah,
I went there
last time I was
because I
there
had
was the
to for
card
the
game.
Red Mage quest.
I only show up to turn in cards.
Oh yeah. Well, you might as well do your tickets. It's at the.
I mean, I do it when I'm there, but it's also I don't. Cards have a shit drop rate, and if they drop rates, good luck.
They're little scratch-off tickets?
No, they're actual Pokemon cards.
No, yeah, I know.
Triple
those.
But I'm talking about the ticket. So that, when you go from the Aetheryte into that room, the person that's straight ahead at that counter gives you scratch off tickets, and you just do 3 of those, and it's you're there. You might as well, it's guaranteed free MGP. So you pay 10, and the least you can make off it is 36. But you can make up to 10,000. So.
Damn. I wish real scratch-off tickets had that odds.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just a free $26 guaranteed every time you play.
I mean, unfortunately, we live in a capitalistic hellscape, and they don't.
Yeah.
See, the gold saucer is a little bit more capitalistic because,
The gold saucer is an arcade. You put in money, you get your arcade tokens, and you do the arcade. It's literally just an arcade.
I thought it was a gambling thing, but fair enough.
I mean, what's an arcade but gambling for children?
That's
yeah,
true.
The casino corner in Pokemon,
Right?
Bro.
I spent a bunch of time in there. I wasn't even trying to get anything. I just like gambling.
There to hit them slots, ain't you?
Mm-hmm.
Like, Mom, I just won a polygon. I don't know what that means. Porygon.
What, are you playing
Polygon.
slots? Yeah. What?
Oh, Anton, one more
is that
thing about
bad?
the hairstyles, real quick. You're gonna need to look up what hairstyles you're trying to get because a lot of them don't work on Vieira.
Yeah, it's the same thing with helmets. So
Is there a short lock hairstyle?
No,
Like a medium length? Oh, okay. Well,
I haven't seen any locks.
Not to be like.
I
why
have
don't you
locks.
just change
I
to
mean,
a
they're
regular-
Grinch fingers, but you know.
I forgot what their humans are called, but like regular person.
Hugh Raw or something.
Hurrah. Hurrah.
A Hugh. I don't know.
Instead of having, so you're like not limiting yourself to just because of bunny ears.
He wants to be a bunny girl.
Hi, Dirt. Hi.
Anton 6.
Twitch.
Yep.
The bunny girl.
Is there any way to change your name?
Yeah.
Not you specifically, but like I made my name when I made myself an elf because I made it after my D&D character.
Oh, keep that legacy. Keep that legacy.
That's fair. I just wanted to maybe change the last name. I was reading it. I was like, that doesn't make any sense. What the hell was I thinking?
I'm trying to get Matt to get back into it because Frosty Icewind is in Stormblood, and I'm trying to get more people. So, Madrid, was that your first time doing unsynced trials last night?
No, I usually just don't because they bore me.
Yeah, it's super easy.
Yeah, I was doing Wondrous Trials to get from 89 to 90 on my Paladin, and so we were just doing unsynced Ifrit and Shiva, and then we had to do Beastmark, because at one, like, I was refreshing both Ifrit and Shiva, and then one time I refreshed Shiva, and it, like, erased my Ifrit, and I was like, fuck. So, at the end, I didn't have enough points to get one more that I would have needed to finish them. So I was like, well,
Yeah.
Beastmark didn't get grayed out.
And then even with the like the Ifrit, when I attacked with y'all, it would go into the second phase. But when I was just on Twitter and let y'all do it, we would clear it in like 8 to 11 seconds. I'm like, what the fuck? Because apparently we over DPS'd it when I joined it. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
this is the difference of 60 seconds. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Man.
So yeah,
What I'm
Unseen
really
Trials.
crafting up. The stuff
What
you
am
can
I
get
at?
with Sky Builder scripts, you get some fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that Toys to Life thing?
Skyline.
No, that's Skylanders.
The
It was pretty
Spiral of
good.
the
It
Dragon.
was almost there.
That took me
Like-
a second.
Like the problem with the whole Toys of Life thing in general was the fact that they leaned too much on the selling of the toys
Mhm.
and locking content behind those toys to the fact that the game itself was kind of mid.
Looks at my
Yeah.
Monster Hunter amiibos.
It was pay to win.
It wasn't really pay to win.
It was
pay to
paid.
play.
The fact that
Yeah.
it was
It was macro microtransactions.
macro transactions. That's all it was. It's like you
Yeah.
bought this Skylander, you got extra you got actual, like, I want to say you got levels out of it,
Yeah, levels
Yeah.
Like,
and
like actual playable
yeah.
level, like
Yeah.
not RPG levels is what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to clarify.
Yeah.
And it's like, if they made the game itself really good, like they made a really solid, they made it solid and they supported that game, the Toys to Life model would actually work. But because, once again, to increase profits, you have to reduce quality, we got what we got.
Yeah. All right. So does anybody have anything else they played this week, or is this just gonna? We've been talking about 14 for like an hour.
I played
Only
some.
14.
I've actually been playing a little Dead Cells in my downtime.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm trying to get back to where I was, like actively fighting the hand of the king.
Yeah,
And man, that game is. Whew, I forgot it'll kick your teeth in.
Yeah, I got Hades on Steam, but I'm like, am I going to start over Hades again for the like fourth time?
Yes.
Have you killed Hades yet?
No. And I'm closest
You
on
should-
PlayStation, so I should probably just do it there.
You should just keep playing on PlayStation because you get the more you do runs, the easier it gets in the long run. That's kind of like how I've been playing Dead Cells, and I've actually been having some really good runs. I think the farthest I've gotten was the one before last when I beat the concierge, I beat the blade master, and I was in the castle.
The fucking castle. Fuck that castle.
Oh my god! I did
that
not last long in the
castle.
fucking castle.
Oh my
But I'm
God.
like, shit, I done came up on a few hundred cells, turned them shits in. I've unlocked my second potion. I got my backpack. I'm good.
Did you get the DLC?
No, I haven't gotten the DLC yet.
Okay. Because it's like 3 sets of DLC, and then is the Castlevania thing a standalone game or another DLC?
I think that's also a DLC.
There's better be another DLC.
Oh, that's... Possible ban evader. It's in our chat. How do I get rid of you?
Renaissance and
Mod, strike him down.
Right.
Even though I'm a mod.
do.
Okay.
But yeah, so I see how the DLC works because you always have two options when you're in a level of like going to like either the toxic sewers or the rooftops. So as you go further, one of the options may be DLC. It was like the falls or some shit. I don't really remember, but
I know
I couldn't
one's
do
probably
it.
like
You
a
have to get the
jungle.
DLC.
One's probably a jungle because it's the Bad Seed DLC, I think, is one of them.
But the everyone's here shit, it just seems to be a part of the game.
Oh, it's
So,
just a free.
Yeah, I was playing it last night and I ran into the bench from Hollow Knight. There's a bench here. I wonder if you sit down. Well, I feel like I'll heal. You sit down, you heal, and then it'll drop the nail from Hollow Knight, and you can pick that up and you get some of its options. Like you can forward swing, you can upswing with it, you can downswing like it's Hollow Knight. So that's a dope add-on. So as you go through, you'll randomly just run into that shit. Because I think I've gotten something else from one of those games. I don't remember what it was. But yeah, this still super dope though. Just seeing that indie love.
Yeah.
All right. Well, does anybody have one more thing? No. All right. Well, remember, you can follow us all collectively around the internet, cheesycontrollerpodcast.com. You can follow me on Twitter, going down with the ship, at Anton63X is Chris.
Follow me at Chef and Chris.
Jalen.
Wait, Bishop.
Madrid.
Speedwagon X.
All right, this has been a Know It's Good production. The video version is edited by Lana Twisted Mind. The audio version is edited by Iknowjones. Until next time, keep it cheesy.